What's up, people? We are taking a look at the latest facial renders for EA Sports UFC. Got Brad Pickett on the screen here, and of course, it looks awesome. Everything that we've seen thus far for EA Sports UFC looks absolutely awesome. Right now, what I'm thinking is we might be looking at a situation where EA Sports UFC is going to rival NBA 2K14 and MLB 14 The Show as not only one of the best looking sports video games on next gen, one of the best looking games, period. You see Cain Velasquez here, still, you know, the game looks ridiculous, right? Now, got another picture of Cain Velasquez coming up after this. The one thing that I do notice, though, and this isn't necessarily a bad thing, this is something that people have to realize. This is the progression of a gaming series on a new console. Most of the focus has been on graphics, and then there's a lot of talk about the actual gameplay and things like that. And if you realize the way this usually runs, the first version of a series on a new console usually holds back some features. Just always does. Look at NBA 2K14. You can't create a player. There's not as much functionality in my GM as there is in association mode on current gen. There's the Super Samoan Mark Hunt. But so as the features start to become more announced for EA Sports UFC, if you just take a look at what they're talking about. They're talking about, the dynamic striking, and they're talking about the real damage, the strategic submission battles, precision movement, real-time exertion, full body deformation, and MMAI, which is the artificial intelligence of the fighters. Basically, they're going to conform and change their approach depending on what's happening in the ring. They're going to have plan A's, B's, and C's. All of that is awesome. I mean, who can in their right mind really kind of talk bad about that? Another picture of Mark Hunt there. Who can talk bad about that? I mean, that's awesome. But it is important for you to kind of get your expectations in order. Here comes a picture of Scott Jorgensen. Scott Jorgensen might be the only one that they didn't completely accurately render because, he has the skin discolorations. I think they might have left that out on purpose. I don't think that's something that they couldn't do. But yeah, I mean, if you had to pick one or the other, people would more likely be okay, as Cub Swanson, more than likely be okay with you having really solid gameplay, really solid graphics, and still leave some stuff out in regards to options. Now, of course, we're going to be upset and we're going to say, man, I wish you could create a guy. I wish you could do that. And I don't know for a fact you won't be able to create a guy. I'm just kind of speaking hypothetically. If there was a case where that was left out, or if the creative fighter option was limited, or something to that effect. If we couldn't do that early on, it's still nice to be able to, this is Damian Maya, it's still nice to be able to have the awesome gameplay. And then, of course, game companies, they have to leave you something to look forward to. And so next year when it drops, or the next time it drops, you'll have the created fighters. Now, if some of the rumors that I've heard, and of course this is Roy McDonald, there's a psycho picture of Roy McDonald coming up after this though. The rumors that I've heard is that possibly Fight Night and EA Sports UFC are going to be on an alternating schedule. So now if we have to wait until 2016 for EA Sports UFC, I would think they should empty it out a little bit more, give us more options. But we'll see what happens, with that. But it's going to be interesting. I'm trying to get an interview with Brian Hayes, the executive producer of the series, so we'll see what's going on with that. Let's move to something different. MLB 14 The Show. Not any really new information available, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk about my series plans for it. If you follow my channel, I had a Break in the Curse series with the Cubs that I did not finish. But thankfully, now MLB The Show is going to let you carry over saves. So anything that I start on MLB 14, even though I'm going to give some effort to get it finished within like this season, because you can carry over saves, it's gonna just, if anything, it'll just carry over to MLB 15. But I plan on just riding with the same team for years to come with this game. And I mean, I love MLB The Show. It's ridiculously awesome. So I'm gonna start something out on MLB The Show on current gen. I'm only gonna do probably like a short 29-game season with the Cubs. Play through that just so we can see what happens there. I don't know how it's going to go down, but I'm going to do that. I'm also going to do the regular coverage that I always do, show all the teams. I'm probably going to do something where I show uniforms and stadiums, but I probably will save that for next gen because I think that'll pop a little bit more on next gen. So if there's something specifically that you're like, I want to see this in MLB The Show, leave it in the comments. Tell me what you want to see, current gen, next gen, specify, and I'll try my best to put that out. I'll probably respond to your comment if I can to tell you if I can or not. So that's it for the sports video game news drop real quick. Please, I appreciate everybody that watches. Subscribe, follow. Peace.